In general, power conductors should be spliced in a junction box that is accessible for inspections and repairs. However, in the case of an appliance like a furnace, the National Electrical Code, or NEC, does not explicitly require an external junction box. NEC Section 300.15 C permits the use of a suitable enclosure for splicing conductors, and further states that the conductors shall be accessible without removing any part of the building or structure or permanent closure. In the case of a furnace, the internal wiring compartment can be considered a suitable enclosure as long as it meets the requirements of NEC Section 300.15. C. Firstly, it is accessible without removing any part of the furnace or permanent closure. Secondly, it provides sufficient space for the splices and connectors. Thirdly, it protects the splices from physical damage. Therefore, it is acceptable to splice the incoming power conductors in the internal wiring compartment of the furnace, assuming the above conditions are met. The NEC requires that Class 2 low-voltage control wires be separated from power conductors by at least 2 inches in raceways and enclosures. However, this requirement does not apply to Class 2 wires that are totally enclosed within a jacket or armor. In the case of a furnace, the Class 2 thermostat wires are typically enclosed within a jacket, so the separation requirement is met. An external junction box may be added to provide additional accessibility and protection for the power conductors. This is not required by the NEC, but it is a good practice to consider, especially if the furnace is located in a difficult-to-access area. The external junction box can be attached to the furnace using screws or bolts. The conduit between the furnace and junction box should be a short piece of rigid conduit or other approved method.